Next, let's see if we can get this content looking right. So right now we have the title of the node, but what we want to display is the related product field, and we want to display that in the sidebar view mode that we've been using up until this point. So I'm going to scroll up here to where we have our fields listed, and we can go ahead and remove this title. So I'm going to click on it and then click remove. And then for add, I'll do a quick search for product, which should display the product reference field, and I'll check that and click apply all displays. We can uncheck create a label. We don't want to display a label. We've had to remove enough of those throughout this series. For the formatter, we'll display this as a rendered entity like we have before. And for view mode, we'll choose the sidebar view mode like we did before, and we'll uncheck this show links. Links can be added by multiple modules that could relate this particular node to other nodes or to other resources. We're going to leave this unchecked because we want to make sure that our rendering of this sidebar product is going to be reliable. We can skip all of the rest of these settings for now and click apply all displays. And if we scroll down, you'll see that we have our rendered product, about this product, our image, and then our description. Now we also have a title here for our block, which may or may not display, but we're going to save this and see if it does. If it does, then we'll come back and modify some settings. So I'm going to scroll up to the top and click save. And now we'll exit out of the overlay. Now we're looking at the review of useless box review right now, and we have the product in the sidebar, but remember, this is because we added it through our panels dialog. So we need to remove this first so we know for sure that we're including our view instead of the panels pane. And I'll click the cogwheel to edit the panel, and then I'm going to remove this right product block, the field product reference. So I'll click the cogwheel. I'm going to click it again so that we can scroll down to the bottom and click remove. We'll click OK for remove this pane, and then we'll click update and save. Okay, so our sidebar block disappeared, but we still have the sidebar. It's still visible. We're going to have some extra space here once we add our block to the side, but we'll take care of that later. So our next step is displaying our view block. First, what we're going to do is use the default blocks display in order to display the block, and then we'll disable that and use context in order to display it. This is just to demonstrate the two different methods for displaying it and to give you a side-by-side comparison of the process. So I'm going to go to Structure, Blocks first, and here what we're going to do is scroll down and look for our view, product related to review, review based here. And we're going to enable this in sidebar second, which is the right sidebar. And then we'll click Save Blocks. Once that's been saved, we'll exit out of the overlay. And here we see our block. We do indeed have a title that we need to remove, but then we have about this product, the picture, and our description. So this looks right. It's displaying the block product, which is good. And if we go to another piece of content, I'm going to go to Content in the menu, and then we'll click on Review of Canned Unicorn Meat. In the sidebar, we see the unicorn meat product. So at least with some basic testing, it looks like the right content is displaying over there.